Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I just finished my workout, but something crossed my mind. Working out, I was having a conversation, and I stated what I noticed, and the person kind of felt like I was in the wrong. I shouldn't put everyone in the same boat. And I said, again, if you were paying attention, because I realized like a lot of people do not have the patience nor the skill of communication nor the patience to listen, to allow someone to finish a sentence before they start making the answer in their head. Like if from the first few words I stated to you, you're already making an answer to reply to me, meaning whatever it is that I'm saying afterwards, you not paying attention, you not really listening. There's a difference between listening and just like hearing what I'm saying, but that won't work. And that's the same thing that kind of brought the conversation. He said he felt like since I've been avoiding the gym at a certain time, and every time he would invite me to go for a walk, for a run, he doesn't see me. However, I still do it. It seems like I take different route. I said, well, I feel me walking, it's my me time. It's time I'm spending time with myself. Sometime when I'm working out in the backyard, I get to work out with my kids because they don't want you to bring younger kids, and kids should be allowed to work out. And also at a certain time, there is too much people at the gym. It's too crowded. So I prefer to do it, especially if I have other things going on that wasn't part of my plan. Let's say anything that have to do with the kids being sick, my husband needing me to do something, something that have to do with family member or my mom or any brand that I represent, or I have to get on a quick meeting for my own businesses, or I need anything from someone else, so it's me that need it. So I have to be mindful of their time. I have to make time based on their schedule. So I basically explained that, and the person made an assumption that, it seems like since my healing, I'm like, I feel as though I am better than others. And then point out like, do I why do I have to schedule everything? Why do I have to have a routine for everything and all this and that? And I felt like I didn't have to explain myself. So I basically said, I don't think I have to answer to you nor to explain myself, because I feel like if there is one man alive that I should explain myself to before I do anything or what I'm doing, that would be my husband, because my father is not alive. And then he pursued to say that the reason why he doesn't really interact with my posts, he feel as though he's being attacked. I'm like, I don't know you personally. You don't even have my phone number. I don't even have your phone number. I don't even know your name. I'm like, that's kind of strange. Why would you take it personal? And he pointed out a few things that I was saying. So basically, something that I realized is like people who doesn't have communication skill, who doesn't have the patience, who doesn't like to take accountability. Those people, I feel like when someone says stuff, they take it personal. They take it as if it's an attack coming towards them. And that is sad, because you should not be reading through people posts for you to think it's personal. When it comes to me, I say things not based on my interaction with other people that's telling me what's going on in their life, because someone could tell me what's going on in their life, and whatever it is that's going on, I will never really understand, or for me to, I may be able to relate, but I will never understand from the exact point of view, or for me to know exactly how they felt, because it's impossible for me to walk in someone else's shoes. You understand what I mean? It's an illusion. If I were to try to walk in someone else's shoes for me to tell someone's story without having the full story, meaning without having the other person to interact with for me to make my own conclusion, that would be that would be like wrong. And also that would not be me telling you guys, oh, I am a lifestyle change coach. I teach from experience. That would not be my own experience. That would be someone else's experience. So whatever it is that I do, it could be just like, okay, if the experience that I'm talking about, if it was something that I encounter with someone else, my experience may not be the same, especially if in an experience someone is the student, someone is the teacher. If I am telling you my experience from a point of view of the student, the teacher experience will be different. So I just don't understand, why is it so hard for grown people to take accountability when they are wrong? And why can't people learn how to communicate? Because communication is not an argument. And something that I realize is that people don't like for other people to finish their conversation. And that used to be something, the fact that I'm a very passionate person, I like to be heard. It got me to a point where nobody never really listened or allowed me to finish. They always jump into the middle of my sentence. I had became to the point where I was always yelling and screaming when I'm talking. And people would be like, oh, you rude, you mean. And then I realized that I can't change someone who doesn't have a skill, because whatever skill is there, it's something that you had to learn, you had to understand. And one of the things that I mastered, it's accepting people for who they are. So if someone doesn't have communication skill, when you say something to me, I just agree with you. I don't try to keep going or anything like that. And me being transparent, it's like, I tell you like it is, but it's up to you for you to take it. But at least me, I know I told you what's up. I know I told you how I feel. I know I told you what's coming. I know I told you what to expect. But if you decide not to take the information I gave you and you did not take it as serious, it's not my problem, because I actually said it. And this is lack of communication. And I feel like somebody could be like 100 years old and they still have a mind of a child. Like, you cannot be at a certain age for you to not want to take accountabilities, for you to not want to like accept people for who they are, for you don't like to listen to the truth, you don't like to hear people's side of the story, you don't have the patience for you to actually sit down and listen, you don't allow people to finish talking before you jump and make your own conclusion, or you don't allow people to just speak their mind or say how they feel, nor do people like to take accountability, and nor do people like to apologize. Like, what is it going to do? It's not going to stop you from being you. It's not going to stop you from, putting food on your table. It's not going to take anything out. If anything, it's a good thing. It will make you feel good knowing that, you know what, I did this. I apologize. I didn't mean to do it. You know what? I'll do better next time. Like, I don't understand. I just don't understand. Why is it so hard for people to learn to communicate, for people to learn to listen, for people to learn to take accountability? I wish I would understand that, but it seems like I feel like people will not grow. People will not get out their own ways, but they blame the world for everything wrong that's happening to them, when they're the one that's stopping themselves from being the best thing there is in life. Like, come on, people, come on. I am 36 years old. I'm not gonna wait to be 60, to be 70 for me to be a better person, because at the end of the day, I don't want to inflict the trauma that my parents didn't know any better. Like, where's the growth? Where's the better version? Like, you should do better than your parents did, and you should be able to raise your kids better than your parents did, and so your kids could do the same. Where's the growth?